I'm going to show you how to turn your frog kit into an owl instead of a frog. So it's a little bit more challenging, but you're going to learn a new technique called fluffiness to make the wings. Super fun, but really works really well with this kit. So you've got your parts that your kit came with. You've got your Silly Millie, and you've got your little tinfoil sort of like ball shape, and your 3 colors or more. Sometimes it comes with more, and some eyes, and you've got this little bit of black, which we may or may not use. So the first step is just like with the frog, you're going to cover this tinfoil with your Silly Millie. So if you wanted to, you could kind of maybe flatten, so rather than laying down like this, your bit of tinfoil is going to stand up more like this. So if you want, you can kind of flatten the bottom so it's a little bit more owl body shaped. So first thing is just cover the body with your Silly Millie. Slice really thin so that you have enough, and place it all around just like this. So once you get all your tinfoil all covered up, mostly, you can start to roll it in your hands, and it should squish around. Don't worry if there's some little spots showing at first, because when you roll it and roll it with a rolling pin, all those little spots will cover up, just like that. Squish away. Sometimes there's just barely enough. That was the case with this one. But don't forget you also have your other little slice. That might be the trick that I will need to use for mine. Let's see. Getting it all wrapped up. It's looking pretty good. Sometimes you just have to squeeze it together a little bit. Just like that. And it'll get mostly all covered. A little bit of a spot there. A little bit of a spot there. Okay, so now that I've got my little owl body ready to go. There he is. So we could start with the eyes because, hey, they're sitting right there looking at us. Might as well. I'm going to just put them right on there. Make them stick up a little bit. There he is. Now how about a beak? So I've got these 3 colors. I'll just use a little pinch of this yellow. Actually, it's kind of cool because my yellow has like little bits of other colors in it, which can be kind of interesting. I like to add that as interest. So I'm going to sort of swirl those little, I picked from the spot that had the most little bits in it because doesn't that look much more interesting than just plain clay? So I swirled it around, and what I'm doing is I'm shooting for sort of like a little ice cream cone shape or a little cone shape. I'm pinching and flattening at the same time. You can sometimes flatten on the ground like that. So my beak could be a closed beak like that, but I think it's more fun to slice it open. So I'm going to take my little slicing tool, just open that little beak up. There it goes. And I'm going to put his little mouth right on there. There he is. He's already coming to life. Okay, next step is the wings. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these 3 colors and I'm going to roll all of them into worms that are going to get flattened. So worms that are about 3-4 inches long. Doesn't matter if they're the same thickness, but make them the same length. So thinking about the order I want to put them in, I think I'll put the yellow in the middle because that'll really pop out. And then I'm going to smash them down, mostly with my fingers, because I want it to be a not too perfect of a edge. See how that edge is sort of uneven? If I rolled it with my rolling pin, it might just be too straight. So I'm going for just a little, that was a squishy color, because I was able to really get it have some variety. And sometimes you can pick it up and squeeze it, or you can just press it down. Basically going for that. Now let's see if my colors stayed the same length. They pretty much did. So what I'm going to do is just stack those. So see how it overlaps that color, and then this one's going to overlap that color. And I'm going to squish them together a little bit. You want to make sure it's, about an inch wide, I think, at this point. Now you can use your slicing tool to cut it in half, and then pick it up and slide it over. So see how I'm matching up the same colors, and I'm not folding like a book. I'm not turning it. I'm just going straight across like that. And then I am pressing it together and giving it a little slight pressure. I don't have to stretch it much with this fluffiness. If you've done fluffiness before, this is a case where you actually want your fluffiness to get shorter and shorter. So I am slicing that and stacking it again. You can see how the design's starting to come out there on the edge. Probably one more time is good. If you want to, you could do it a 4th time, but we're at 3 times is usually pretty good. And this is going to go in half and then like that, just like that. So I've got looking like wings, don't I? I'm going to pinch one edge so it sort of turns into a little triangle. Maybe set it on end right there like that. I'm going to shave this extra little edge off right there. And I'm going to take off 1 wing and 2 wings, and the rest I've got we can use for ears, or we're going to also make feet. So I'm going to attach my wings just right on the edge any way you want it. You can make them posing however you want to. I'm just going to press them right on there and press them right on there, making them nice and symmetrical. Oh, we can't forget the tail. Look, let's see, we have enough for the tail. So this little piece right here, we'll squish it into a tail. We can sort of pat it a little bit thicker, maybe. Lots of different ways you can make tails. That's where you can be super creative if you want. You could come up with some cool stuff. I mean, really, be creative on all parts. So I made another little triangle. That's going to become my little tail right there. Good, I got to cover up that little spot of tinfoil that was showing. So there is his little tail. He's going to sit right like that. And now I'm going to take my extras and make some feet. These colors, if I mix them together completely, I would get a new color of orange. So I think I'll do that just for fun. You might think ahead if you're doing yours, and if you've got like 2 colors that might make a completely new color, you could save those out for the feet. But I'm just gonna twirl these together until they're mostly mixed. I kind of like things looking a little bit swirly, but you can see how that definitely looks like a different color. So I made a little ball. I'm just going to cut that in half. And I'm going to make those into little flattened pancakes. And then to make the toes, your little Silly Millie card works really good to make toes. So kind of flatten that out like that. And then grab your little Silly Millie card and just make toes like that. Nice little toes. And take him up and put those little feet right on the bottom there. That'll help stand up.
So he could be done, or if you wanted to play around with, say, some of your other little scraps, or even your little black. Maybe you want to make him a little hat, make him a little hairdo. Who knows? You can make little ears, eyelashes. It's all up to you. So there he is. There's your little owl made from a frog kit.